Hi, welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready for another video. This week we'll be talking about lockdowns and the instability that lockdowns bring not only to aviation but to all other industries. So stick around. Let's talk. And let's talk about lockdowns. I know it's been an issue for more than a year now, and basically every country has been affected by lockdowns. Australia was traveling quite good in regards to that, but this year we really got hit by the Delta variant, and at the moment we have a massive lockdown in Sydney, and we had lockdowns in Melbourne, and Brisbane is also experiencing a lockdown. And all of this obviously is causing a lot of disturbance, not only in aviation and tourism, which has been the sectors that have been completely um, almost decimated by this pandemic, but also other sectors such as retail um, and other sectors like, for example, gyms and other places that have to close down because we are in lockdown. For example, flight cancellations is something that it was the first result of the lockdown. Um, and of course, with that comes job instability because airlines need to cancel flights. If people can't travel, there's no point in having the flights operating because it's a very expensive exercise to have a plane in the air. And if it's empty, it is a very costly exercise for sure. So, that once a lockdown is declared, obviously flights will need to be cancelled. And that will mean that those cabin crews, those ground force, everyone that works and enables that those flights to operate, out of a sudden are no longer needed because those flights can't operate. The same happens with other industries. For example, um, with restaurants that no longer can take customers in and they can only do takeaway. Obviously, there won't be need for the waiters. There won't be need for a lot of staff that would normally work with them. The same will happen with a lot of retail shops that are considered non-essential and need to close as well, like hairdressers, barbers, beauty salons, and other shops like that. This obviously will create job instability. These days, nobody knows what's going to happen to their job and if they're going to have one tomorrow. So it is a very difficult time for everyone. It has been a very difficult time since the start of this pandemic. So this means also that companies are almost incapable to do a plan, to plan ahead because they don't know um, what's going to happen and if these lockdowns are going to last and looks like, for example, the one in Sydney um, is probably going to last longer because of the spread of the virus currently in the city. So, and this is very, very, very costly for companies. They cannot plan ahead. They cannot think what, for example, in what position they will be um, in 1 year or 2 years time, and that is hard. But I think and I strongly believe that there is a way out of this, and the vaccination rollout is the way for sure. And if the levels of vaccinated people increase and more people get the vaccine, we may get to establish a balance where companies can start planning and can get back to a, a post-COVID normality. I have said that before, and I think the vaccine is the key. Unfortunately, there's been an issue with supply because of all the issues that happened with AstraZeneca, and I think that was unfortunate. But I think actually that we are now starting to get back on track, and it's important that people understand the importance of vaccination and do get vaccinated, because I think the vaccine is the key for success here. If we get vaccinated and if the entire population get vaccinated, we are more likely to get things going and start having business opening and be able to get to a more or the most the closest to normality possible. I think this is the way, this is our way forward, is to get vaccinated, not only for aviation, but for all sectors that are affected with actually the lockdowns and the instability that the lockdowns cause. And that's all for today. I hope you liked our conversation of today, our talk, and that you have ideas or that really gave you an insight of what's going on, especially here in Australia. If you have any experience to share, maybe you already got vaccinated and you would like to share your experience. Either you took Pfizer, AstraZeneca, or any other vaccine available. Please share so we know um, the success stories and all the other ones. It is important that I believe it is important that we all know other people's experience so we may gain more confidence in the vaccine and what actually is happening with all vaccines, um, because this way we really get out of this quicker. So share your experiences, your opinion about this. um, you know, put a like on the video, uh, the algorithm, the YouTube, you know, the whole story. And subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a talk every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.